Mr. Green,
Mr. Green, state your name for the record.
Cole Green.
All right, we're here for the purposes of a bond violation. Ms. Silverstein?
at this time, Mr. Green will plead guilty to the violation.
Mr. Green, you understand you have conditions of bond that are indicating to have no contact with the individual identified as, let's see here, Coulter Purdom. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And the no contact means zero contact of any kind. That means no telephone contact, no text messaging, no social media contact, no family or friends contact, and certainly no in-person contact. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, this isn't your first go-around with domestic violence matters. I know you understand what we expect of a no contact order. So it's not like we're telling you something you didn't already know. So why are you violating this order, sir?
It's obviously a mishap of judgment. I don't know. The last time that I had to deal with domestic violence was when I was a child. I was like 17 years old, I think, or something like that. And
well, the conviction entered in 2019, sir. That's 4 years ago.
Okay, so yeah, so it was from when I was 19 and became a case when I was 20. So
but you're still in adult. Yeah.
I understand. I'm not trying to take away from that. But it was just a mishap of judgments. I mean, just growing so close with it was because of the children. So I let the children get a soft spot in my head, which made me disobey the rules that I was supposed to follow. I understand that.
Well, you understood before. You just decided to violate it. I mean, this is not a matter where it wasn't that you didn't understand the order.
Oh no, I know. I'm saying that that the children caused a soft spot, which caused a wrongful judgment. That just played a big role.
Well, how about we don't blame it on the children? Why don't we blame it on our own inability to accept responsibility for not having contact, sir? Right? So that's what we're doing. It's not the children's fault. You made the decision to have contact. And well, I heard what you're saying. You're saying because of your great love for your children, you became you exercised poor judgment. What you're doing though, you're pushing responsibility off onto different parties. In this case, the children. It's their fault, and that's the problem. We got to have responsibility for our own actions and not qualify it with it's not because of someone else. It's because I decided to break the rule in order to give me the benefit of, maybe seeing the children being a benefit, but the other benefit is you weren't just seeing the children, right? You were spending your time with Coulter Purdom, right? In fact, you spent the whole day with her, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
So you're here now. You're on this. You're on the hook with this. You may as well own it, sir. So I need to understand that if I let you out onto the streets, you're not going to be a menace, specifically to Coulter Purdom, but more generally to society, to the community. Convince me.
Well, with that last statement, I truthfully did not intend to take any of the responsibility away from myself and onto the children. Like I didn't need to put that responsibility on them. Obviously, it was a poor choice of words, but I made the bad judgment just due to my inability to think about the responsibilities that I had to partake in to stay free, to have my freedom. And instead of taking that time to do the couple of responsibilities that I knew I had to do, I had to enroll in some classes and I have to do some other responsibilities. But instead of doing that, I let my lack of mental strength, I guess, and that is all on me. That is my fault. I had my lack of mental strength debilitate me from doing the responsibilities that I had to do, and had me going out and doing something that I wasn't supposed to do. And
Well,
obviously, with this,
how am I to be assured that you're going to exhibit greater mental strength now because what's changed?
I think it was because I didn't understand the severity of the situation, and I didn't believe that I was going to.
You're charged with a felony, sir. A
know, I just-
15-year felony. I mean, I don't know. In my book, that kind of slides down the totem pole as rather serious.
Yeah, I fully agree with that statement.
I'm trying to get through to you, sir. I'm not trying to embarrass you. I'm not trying to humiliate you. I'm trying to get you to the point of realizing you got to be wearing your big boy pants today, and you got to be accepting responsibility like an adult and advising us as an adult that you're going to be respecting the order of the court. You're going to be respecting the safety and security of the the victim in this matter, Ms. Burdom. That you're going to follow the other aspects of the no contact order for the safety of the community. And by the way, your own safety as well. So right now, I'm not feeling a great deal of confidence that you're on board with me here. In fact, I'm feeling pretty confident that you're going to get right on the phone or right on the computer and send a text to Ms. Purdom and say, what the hell did you rat me out? Blah, blah, blah. That's what I'm worried about.
I could see your worry considering the fact that it did not stand up to the bond accordance beforehand. So I can completely understand where you're coming from on that. But obviously, with me being here once again very quickly, it has resulted in some time of thinking and nothing but thinking. And within that time, I have really understood, and I've had a good long conversation with a good support person myself. And it's really been a realization moment. Like, I gotta just, like you said, put my big boy pants on, and it's time to really be an adult, not try to think that the world can't get me, stop thinking that you're invincible, because it's very evident that I'm not. So if this opportunity is granted, I will be going ahead and getting into a couple of classes just to help out this case and to help myself mentally, and then obviously getting back to work to raise funds needed to do everything that's gonna come out of this, and to just continue living as a normal human and to be a functioning part of society. And that's where the mindset is at right now, and I hope that you can take that into consideration.
This no contact order was signed on September 5th. It's not even a week old. It's a week old essentially today. Well, it's a week old tomorrow. All right. Where do you reside?
Are you talking to me, sir?
I am talking to you.
Where do I resign?
Where do you reside? Where do you live?
Well, I will be staying with my grandparents throughout this.
Do they know that? Do your grandparents know that?
Yes, they do. That's one of the conversations that I've had, that I'm given the ability to get out of here, then I will be residing with them for I don't know, just for, I guess, an extra sense of support and clarity.
When did you make those arrangements?
It was supposed to be implied on my last release, but this time it's really
So that makes me really confident.
No, I didn't follow through with it. That was on me.
I know you didn't follow through with it, sir. I mean, that's why we're here, right?
Right. These arrangements were solidified as of yesterday, about 6 p.m. or so, that was going to be the case. And they are on board. I am on board. And that's where that stands.
Sir, in regard to the 210271 FY, who's the party there?
I can't tell, Judge.
Ms.
That was
Peterson,
done
who is the,
action.
is there a pending case in circuit court right now?
Yes, there is, Judge.
I see 3 cases pending in circuit court. One of
Judge,
them,
it's the same case at 3 counts.
oh, 3 counts, I got it. All right, three charges. Yeah, I see it. Firearm, domestic violence, and malicious destruction of property. Who's the victim in that case?
I'm not the one I have pending in circuit court right now with Mr. Green is a assault with a dangerous weapon.
We have firearm, domestic violence, and malicious destruction of property.
All right, hang on. Let me. I can check.
Oh,
these.
I can tell you the file number. It's 210271 FY.
I can give you the circuit court number, 2325684 FH. And there he's currently charged with felonious assault, habitual second. I don't know what happened to count 2 and 3.
Okay, they might have been dismissed at the prelim or something.
Don't know. Let's see.
All right,
He
so
waived his prelim
I've never had
all
a
right.
in January.
Okay, so you waived that. All right, that's fine.
He's got a retained attorney on that one.
Ay, ay, ay.
Set for trial before Judge Ant Kopiak, September 20, September 21.
And that's we have come to a resolution on that case, and that's another reason why why I'm really asking of this opportunity so that I can get into a couple courses.
Who is the victim in that case?
The victim is a Joshua Clark, I believe. It's set for plea Thursday at 4:30.
But who is the domestic violence charge?
There isn't one for that case. That's
Well,
just-
there was though. There was. You guys resolved. Apparently, there's a plea bargain in which one counts 2 and 3 must be being dismissed.
With that case, it was purely the felonious assault. That's it. I don't know what kind of firearm or domestic violence you are speaking of, sir. That might be a typo.
That's not a typo. There's 3 lines.
The
There's
one
3
with- That one, I believe, resulted in a resolution where he pled to
If I may, Judge,
Yeah.
on December 5, 2023, he was bound over to a felonious assault.
December
felonious
5. Wait a
assault.
minute. December 5 of 23.
Oh, I'm sorry, January 25.
All right.
January 25 of 23, felonious assault, he was bound over. But in October 12 of 2021, he was bound over to circuit court on a DV and 2 MDOPs.
It looks like he pled to the MDOP, Judge.
All right, but who is the domestic violence against?
Let's see, I can tell you that. That would be Peyton Trish Davis. I think that was the prior DV diversion victim as well. So the victim in the home invasion case is a different victim.
All right.
I'm not sure if that's the question the court was trying to answer or not, but it
Well,
appears
that is the question, but it's also, I'm not feeling. All right, recommendations from the people.
Your Honor, certainly the people have a concern when the protected party defendant is violating that personal protection order. It appears that he was in a vehicle with her or spent most of the day with her. I know there was some talk in the police report about him going over there to maybe fix a door. I'm not sure if that's the same door he damaged when he forced his way in that residence. But we certainly have concerns about his ability to follow the court's order at this point in time. I would defer to the court with regards to the appropriate sanction. I do think that his bond needs to be higher than what it is at this point in time, given his lack of follow through with the court's order while he's on bond for a felony case. Thank you.
Ms. Silverstein?
Thank you. It's my understanding that Ms. Purdom reached out to Mr. Green. He did not actively reach out to her. He understands, though, now that that means a violation of the no contact order, even if she reaches out to him. There's no allegations of violence in any contact that they had. He's indicated that he is a robot technician. He's gainfully employed. He's planning to enroll in classes. He knows he's going to be filling his times with other things and understands that no contact means absolutely no contact. And he's been in jail about 3 days. He was arrested on this matter on the 8th. We ask the court consider that for bond.
He was arrested on bond violation on the 8th?
Well, on this matter, he was in.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
8th?
That's when this is dated.
I stated the 9th at 26 minutes into the morning. So I'm not sure if he was arrested on the 8th and then they filled out the paperwork on the 9th. I'm not sure quite how that worked out. The report is from the 8th though.
I apologize. That's
Right.
I was indicating the report date.
What do you want to say, Mr. Green?
What was that, sir?
What's that?
What was that? I heard Mr. Green and I didn't know. I didn't hear the word.
I asked you what do you think I should do?
I think that obviously since I did not comply with the first round, I fully believe that unfortunately that a heightening of bond would make sense. I've never been in this particular circumstance before, sir, so I'm not going to act as if I know what you should or shouldn't do in this case. But if you were to give me the opportunity, I would take it to be a functioning part of
All right.
society.
Well, I don't know. You're gonna need to convince. You're gonna do a lot of work. You're gonna need to convince me of that because right now it looks like you were given a bond indicated no contact on September 5th, and you 2 days later, or just a little bit over 2 days later, you spent the entire day on the 8th with Ms. Purdom. So I'm very, very worried about that, but I'm gonna give you that opportunity. I mean, I'm gonna share with you, sir. I'm gonna revoke your bond and I'm gonna institute bond at $7,500 cash or surety. Then I'm continuing the no contact order. And that includes a lot of provisions, and hopefully you've read that entire order, but that order indicates no drinking and no assaultive behavior of any kind. All of those things are orders that continue and are in effect. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Anything about that that you do not understand?
I do not believe so. No.
If there is an aspect of it you do not understand, rather than going to Ms. Purdom and having a cup of coffee with her to talk about that, the suggestion would be perhaps maybe contact your attorney, because I can tell you, if there are any further violations, considering your history, that I consider to be, somewhat dangerous to the community, if not to Ms. Purdom directly. But right now, frankly, with these charges, it's directly to her, but the community at large, frankly, based on your history here, I think if there's any further violations, you can expect a bond that is actually calculated to keep you incarcerated until we resolve the matter. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do.
All right. All right, $7,500, continue the no contact order. Any future violations I want to have heard in front of me, and you could expect rather significant consequences, sir. All right. You're all set, you can leave the court.